Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Etheria restart video. So, we got big news coming out tomorrow, which at the making of this video will be April 25th, 2025. This is what they're calling the final test direct, which is, on their YouTube channel, they have had one other thing where they've had people from the Etheria restart team reach out to the community, talk about the things that have been on the community's mind from all of these other closed beta tests, and they've kind of addressed them. This final test direct, I don't know what's going to come of it. I don't know how long it's going to be, but I'm pretty excited about it. I'm expecting them to walk us through some of the stuff that's going to be in the closed beta this time around, which is the final beta test. They've continued to say that there's not going to be another beta test. I've seen some people talk about that. That's not going to happen. I think they're going to show and talk about the things that are going to be available in global launch, I believe. They could do that later after this closed beta test, which is, I believe, the 8th to the 20th. I think it's 12 days. But we'll see. Anyway, a lot of really great things coming out of this. Now, there are a couple of things that I wanted to address prior to this video, though, which is the things that we know already. I've had a couple of people ask me some repeat questions. The first one was if this was a data wipe beta test, and it is. However, as you see on my screen over here, they've talked about some of the rebates that they're going to give. So if you spend in this closed beta test, you will get X amount back on your rebate. So if you spend now, even though everything's going to be gone, you will get, a positive net outcome if you spend. I think you can go about this in the right way. You can purchase the things that, you'll want to purchase whenever the global launch happens. They mentioned monthly card rebates down here. I think there's going to be a bunch of cards that you can get. I've seen this in a bunch of different gachas lately. It used to just be like one battle pass, and now gacha games have added like 6 or 7 monthly passes. I don't know where that came from, but really going hard at the microtransactions. However, with this closed beta test, the max you'll be able to get reimbursed is 2 monthly rebate cards. Now, they do go into all of the additional spending that you have like on the top. I highly suggest that you guys go to their official Discord. They reach out to the community a lot. You have the chat. Obviously, general chats are very toxic. You're going to get that anywhere. So just beware before you do that. But I join those chats to hopefully eventually upload some creator content. And then also just see any of the announcements, because that's usually where you get it the fastest. So yeah, rebates on cards, rebates on the things that you spend. Like, I don't know why anyone would spend a whole lot of money on summons or anything like that just to get the money back. I don't know. But there are a couple things in here, like the monthly supply card rebates. If you pay for 2 of them, you will get a voucher for those monthly cards on global launch, plus an extra amount of money that you spent. So in a scenario like that, you're double dipping, which is pretty cool. There's other things here that they talk about, like a premium pass. It's another case of double dipping, where you can get a voucher for that premium pass on top of the money you spent back to you. So I want people to kind of look through this and see, like I said, on the official Discord, really go through it with a fine-tooth comb to understand it, because I don't want people spending money and thinking that they're going to get so much back if they didn't read the fine print. But the 2 things that I have seen are those premium passes and then the monthly supply card rebate. Those 3 things are the things that I will plan on buying for this closed beta test, just because of the double dip. You get double your value. I think a lot of people get sketched out whenever they do a complete data wipe that was paid for. I think a lot of people feel like this is a cash grab. I do not feel that way at all. I've seen companies like that, and it's usually idle games. I don't know what it is, but this company has gone through 6 or 7 closed beta tests in the past 2 years. This is not something where they're just like, oh, okay, well, yeah, this is dead in the water. Let's just do a data wipe that you can pay for, and we'll get our money and then not invest in the game at all. I don't think so. There's a lot of hype around this game. I think they're going to advertise well. And that might just be me being optimistic, but yeah. So, buyer beware if you're a little skeptical, but yeah. And then the other thing, people have asked about re-rolling. Now, I think we'll go over that after the closed beta test. Once we run through the game, once we understand all the mechanics, the heroes that just really make the game easy to progress, I think that's when we'll talk about re-rolling. The whole point of this closed beta test, guys, is just for you to understand the game. Understand what you like about it, understand what you dislike about it, the user interfaces. The developers and the publisher behind this game, they seem to really take into account what people are saying and have issues with. Again, I'm hoping that tomorrow's video really talks about some of the things that the player base had suggested from other closed betas to be introduced and updated. It seems like they have done that, but I will hold my reservations until I actually play the game on May 8th. But re-rolling, do not worry about that right now, okay? We're going to talk about the heroes in an upcoming video. All of the heroes that you can get out of the selectors, and then we'll talk about re-rolling, once we've done the closed beta. So yeah, the whole point of this video, to hype up tomorrow's video with all of the things that they're about to tell us, and for you guys to just get excited about playing in the closed beta, understanding the game, getting a head start. That's what this is going to do for you. I think a lot of times whenever we start new games, what ends up happening is people kind of get overwhelmed with all of the different currencies and different characters. They don't know where to start. They don't, they want to see a tier list. They want to know, how best to use their resources in efficiency and stuff like that. And there's no better way to do that than to play in a closed beta, use your resources and be like, oh, wow, okay, yeah, these are certainly scarce. This is a scarce resource in this game, and I really need to manage it correctly. But that's what you should be doing. Test out cool characters. You don't have to pull the best character. Like, if you look around right now, there's going to be plenty of videos out there talking about where is it? Like this character, Tiamat. Tiamat being the best person to choose. That might be true, but you don't have to waste your closed beta on that character, right? Choose someone who no one even talks about and be like, wow, okay, is someone sleeping on this character? Because it's a data wipe anyway. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, just wanted to bring you a video, talk about, the closed beta wipe, the fact that it's going to be a data wipe, the fact that you don't need to worry about re-rolling right now. You should just enjoy the game, learn the mechanics, get hyped about it, and yeah, I'll be back tomorrow or Saturday. I don't know. It just depends on how late this thing comes out. I think it's going to be in a decent amount of time for me to make the video, but yeah, we'll go over that once it's released and keep hyping up the game. So that's all I got for you. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.